Hello everyone, Paul Kelly, Chief Executive of BALPPA here. Today is Friday the 24th of April. Just thought we'd put together just a few thoughts on how this week has gone from a BALPPA perspective. We're going to put these together every week now, just try and summarise all the information and all the thoughts that have been discussed during the week, and just put together just 2 or 3 minutes of headlines so we know where we stand with things. So this week we've been focusing very heavily on insurance, business interruption insurance. A lot of frustrated members unable to see the difference between their policies and the intention of paying out on business interruption. We're taking that forward. Very kindly had a call for information out with members, and we've got a lot of members writing to us with their queries and thoughts and information about their policies. That's been forwarded to UK Hospitality. That's who we do our lobbying with on large scale projects such as this. That's gone forward, hoping to get more information on that. I hope to be able to update that next week. They have a number of bars, restaurants, pubs who are in the same scenario, so we shall see how that progresses next week. We've also been working on restart, thoughts on restarting. What do we need to consider when we're opening attractions? And we split that into 2 areas: attractions on the whole and indoor attractions, FECs, family entertainment centres. We've got 2 working groups on that. Both have done their initial drafts and reports. We are sending those through our management committee at the moment and hope to have something very early next week that we can circulate to members. Important to note that we are looking at what we should think about when reopening, and a lot of it is based on the governmental guidelines that are currently available. We're not doing the how at the moment. We've lots of thoughts about the how, but we will split into smaller groups and different areas to work on those issues on the how do we do it that we will find or we think are going to be more difficult than others. So more work to come on that, but hopefully we will then use that as our strategy document for our management committee to take to government and say, look, we want to be part of the process of reopening attractions. Interestingly, I think we're working on a 4-stage programme at the moment. Everyone has their own views on what will open when we come out of lockdown first. In basic terms, we're looking at, and this is built from a UK model and from a European model, education is the first thing that we think will start to be eased to get children back to school. We're looking secondary at manufacturing, transport, and some non-essential retail being considered for reopening. The third category is where we think the majority of our attractions sit, which we would term as socialising. Now that can be a whole range of things, and within that category 3, that could drift over a period of time that is unknown at the moment. Some of our attractions we think will be slightly higher up that list, some may be lower, depending on the restrictions. Social distancing is a challenge, certainly if you have an indoor attraction. So certain things have to come into play a little bit more or be slightly more eased before we think that we can fully open some of these attractions, but we are working on those programs. The fourth one, and the one that we really want to avoid, is the definition of mass gatherings, which we would put more as festivals or stadiums, not theme parks and indoor attractions. So we're working on those definitions and making sure that we can be seen to be complying with those things, which is, as I said, that is why we are working on the what do we need to think about, and then bolster that up with how might we do it. So that very quick update there on what's happening, what's happened this week and what we're working on. Further updates are available during the week next week. We've got some Zoom calls next week, which we encourage all members to join in on. We have one for FECs, one for attractions, large and small, and we have one for our trade associate members. Really good for everyone to connect, discuss, ask questions. We have expert panels on each of them, HR advice, anything that you think you can bring to the table and is worth discussing. We're very happy to hear. So please have a look on the website. You will receive an email about all of this, and we would love to hear from you, all members. Really good that we stick together on this, and from a BALPPA perspective, that's certainly what's been happening so far. Some really good interaction between members and some great help for us as well. So that's me done for this week. Look forward to seeing you on some of the Zoom calls, and I will put some together for the end of next week. Stay safe. Bye-bye.